got these prisoners that are ticking bombs. They might be doing fine in incarceration, but even then you can see they're all wound up. And it's like once they get out there, then what? Are they going to go right back to the same old thing? That's why I feel so strongly, fear is letting them get out of jail, letting the system slip between our fingers and allowing the system to let them out.
Seeing that Patty Tate, that's Sharon Tate's sister, they look so much alike, and it's so sad that this whole family now had to find, this became their life's work, basically. Am I right, Jackie?
Yes.
Jackie Revelle Knez, I knew I'd say it wrong.
Knezvich.
Thank you. Represents the foundation that Sharon's mom started.
The Doris Tate Crime Victims Bureau in Sacramento.
Now, we heard Mr. Fitzgerald say that, you know, he's certainly, that Manson's not the most dangerous man alive, and that the followers, they should get out. That's not a problem. We shouldn't be afraid of them.
I agree that he's probably not the most dangerous man alive. I think there are a lot more dangerous people out there. What we do at the Bureau, basically, is I'm a victim's advocate. And we try to keep people who commit heinous crimes, rapes, murders in jail for life. When they're given a life sentence, we want them to serve their life sentence.
But Mr. Zamora didn't give them a life sentence. He gave them the death penalty, didn't you?
Yes.
And you said you were upset that that was overturned.
Absolutely.
And now we have to deal with these parole hearings.
Well, I feel apprehensive because every time they go on parole, I think that they're going to look into some books and so forth, into Life magazine, Time magazine, where my picture was there, and they might hunt for it.
Were you scared right after the trial?
These people, the so-called sweet girls, well, the innocent girls, you know, these people, they're not registered like Democrats and Republicans. I mean, who knows up there who have believed the philosophy of this individual?
You know,
we don't know.
Well, see, that's really why, you know, we struggled with, you know, do we want to go back and revisit this whole Manson thing? There are a couple of reasons why. One, the paroles are coming up again. The important reason to talk about this is these letters from teenagers, these letters from babies, from relatively young kids who are looking to this Messiah, who are saying, I would be willing to kill for you. I want to be one of the followers. I want to be in the family. And to me, that makes him outrageously dangerous. Am I right, Ed?
Correct. He's been getting 5 to 10 letters every week as long as he's been in prison.
He always has. From the very beginning, he got fan
Europe, Germany, Japan, all over the United States, every state in the union. I used to censor him. The guy is looked up to by thousands of teenagers.
They all had the right to choose from right from wrong. They could have made a right decision not to do this, and I feel that they should go on
just because their parents think he's the worst. They're going to embrace him. The other reason is they find him somehow intriguing and interesting, and it's difficult to determine whether that's based on his media image or some peculiar information that they had. Because most of these kids had never looked into his eyes and could hardly say they'd been moved in that fashion.
These are voodoo dolls that were made by Charles Manson. You said I might get one after the show now?
Well, see, they're voodoo dolls. You know, he had one of me once, and he used to stick needles in it. When you go by the cell, he'd say, you know, this is you, and he'd stick a needle in the nose or in the leg or something like that. And he'll probably make one of you after this and stick pins in it.
When he was in San Quentin.
Put me in your category, Doug Bruckner.
When he was in San Quentin, he used to make scorpions.
Charlie makes those in his cell.
Now, here's what's interesting to me. Manson, like it or not, is still, if not controlling, having influence over young minds. There's a political science class here in California. They want to do a mock trial. They want to retry the Manson case. And Manson has said he'd like to do that too, that he would participate and that he would be available by phone for them to hear his actual testimony and go through the trial again. Now, we can't change that the death penalty was overturned. We can't change that they get up for parole every so often. But can't we keep him out of our schools? Yeah. Good heavens, it's scary to me. I know how you feel, but...
That's got to be the teacher, because Manson doesn't have access
like
to
Charles
those.
Manson to your high school class. I mean, you deserve it.
Manson can sign up for a phone. phone call. Manson can sign up to make a phone call. He has 10 minutes. He doesn't get them every day. He gets them like once a week. So they couldn't do that. The department wouldn't let